Right, we should be able to reach a nav point at some point in this clip. Well, I certainly appreciate the energy tank, considering how much abuse we've been taking in this game so far. I'd prefer more, considering how much damage we take per clip here. And again, this is the early game. I'm downright terrified of what we're gonna have to deal with when we're close to the end of the game. Really? You need to get super bombs in order to get further out from here? Well, at least we have the wall jump to get out of a corner where it doesn't look like we're going to be able to make progress going the other way. That's something. Right. No way to get to the right from here at the moment. We're definitely going to be coming back to this area at some point later in the game. There are just too many barriers that we're incapable of dealing with right now. Oh, I feel I absolutely deserved to get hurt by that worm just there. That was downright lucky on my part. Okay, I don't see any way forward from here whatsoever. Am I just not looking closely enough? Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing at the moment other than getting hit by flat monsters and grabbing yellow X's. I know it's not the first time I've stumbled around directionless after finding a roadblock in this series. Still a bit funny to be doing it this early in the game, considering the game outright tells us where to go most of the time. And this is what happens the moment they start taking the kid gloves off of me. You'd think this far into the series I'd be better at platforming, considering I've done so many Metroid games so far. Right. Looks like the small part of the map I wall jumped out of might be the only way forward, even if I don't see how we're supposed to move forward from there. Yeah, absolutely nothing I can do from here. Back down the hole we wall jumped out of. As much as I like this game series, I really don't like how even just basic way forwards are hidden in a way that stall even some veterans out. Granted, I'm not an especially amazing player of any of the Metroid games, but just from the sheer number of them I've played through as Let's Plays, I think I count as a veteran at this point. Much less all the years I've known about the series and have played so many of the games in over and over. Finally a hole to drop down. And now we have a door with an eye on it. Definitely means we're making some progress here. Oh, come on! There we go. a boss fight. Okay, bit of a strange monster for us to start fighting. Well, it's a little hard to fight the one-eyed hand thing if we don't know how to hurt it. Not even damaging it in a slight way yet. Okay, so shooting missiles when it's directly above us is how we do some damage here. And apparently we can only shoot the missile when it flares that bottom part, and the missile is pretty accurately shot into the hole. Well, he's gotten a lot smaller. That seems to be progress. And that does it for the monster. Now for the weird bit of geometry it turned into now that it's beaten. I swear, this thing has become a lot more dangerous than when it was the strange one-eyed claw monster thing. And now that we've got the high jump, maybe we can make some progress in the area just above us. That's certainly some good height to that jump. Okay, don't see any way into that small area below us. Still, we've made some good progress at the moment. Definitely worth a save. Right. Now let's keep trying to find a way into a nav room and see what our AI commander has to tell us. Wait, why did some of these worms turn to stone? And the door out of this area has been destroyed. Well, at least we can still go down from here. Oh, shit! Yeah. Just keep moving on, SA. Nothing to see here. No part Metroid person up in the ceiling. What is that thing even doing to all these monsters? I thought the SAX was on the same side as the other X's. Probably a little too early to do another save, but it's here, so I'm using it. At the very least, the fact that the monsters in this hallway are completely unaffected means the SAX didn't come this way. Okay, these monsters aren't affected either. Do they just not touch this particular type? What does the SAX have against the other type? Definitely feeling confused what the XAX is trying to do right now. Does it just not get along with the more animalistic X's, or am I misinterpreting something here? Right, can't go further up from here. Yeah. Need to find another way towards the elevator that we can damn well see on our map. I certainly appreciate that this area is a lot larger than what we initially saw when we came here. I kind of appreciate that Adam doesn't seem to have the entire map. Gives me the sense that we're trusted to find our way just as much as the older games. And, I'm interested to see how they pull that into the main story. Okay, no clue what this area is supposed to be for. Right, probably shouldn't have jumped into the water there. Possibly should have used the ladder on the ceiling, but to be fair, that doesn't look especially interesting to me. At the very least, we wouldn't be able to get to the underwater door that way, and again, I'm pretty sure we're gonna need to come back this way later in the game. Okay, at least the SAX doing this to the local monsters let us climb higher than we would have been able to otherwise here. Sure, we've been blocked off from a door, but at least we haven't been completely trapped. That would have been more than a little annoying. And we've returned to the pink part of the map, which means it's not going to be long until we get to the nav room now. Right, it'd help if I was on the right side of the room when I started climbing. Then it's not like the map mentions the wall up here. Not the smoothest leap over, but we're not competing for the Olympics here. We're just here for the missile upgrade, then we're moving on to the next area. Certainly a relief to see our health back up to full, but we're probably gonna end up pretty mangled again before this clip is done, even if we have quite a lot to hear from our robotic handler. Well, of course we do. We're still here. Well, it's not like we had any choice in the matter since we wanted that upgrade and there was no other way to reach it. Well, nice to know that we're going to skip around to random numbers at this point instead of going in numerical order. Sure, we're on rails, but the ride is certainly going in plenty of direction so far and keeping us tense for whatever comes next. Well, I assume the irregularities are the X taking them over and making them more deadly than nature intended. Of course it's clear. Get on the elevator, move to another elevator, then get more instructions in the next area. An area that's going to be a rather wet playground and will, of course, make us hope we get the gravity suit in a hurry, even if it's way too early for something that high-end to get into our grasp. I'm pretty sure the part about various X spawning and infecting countless people is more threatening than a single suited-up monster. But to be fair, that thing would be beyond the capabilities of most Federation troops to take on. So we can go back to previous areas we've been to, with the exception of the area we started the game from at the moment. Good to know. I'm in a bit of a mood to start hunting for more upgrades before we dive underwater. Definitely was worried that Adam would lock us out of areas we've already explored for the sake of making things even more linear. Good to see that's not the case. Okay, never mind. Going this way. I am in absolutely no mood for a lava bath. I don't give a damn how relaxing that's supposed to be. We're both incapable of swimming and incapable of taking the heat. Kind of wish I knew which part of that made it even worse. Well, the X certainly still have a firm grip on this area, even if we destroyed their preferred breeding mist. Anyone else feel like we should have gotten that objective somewhere closer to the end of the game rather than near the bloody beginning? Right, we didn't really grab all that much, but I'm certainly satisfied with this quick haul. It's not like we're going to be able to go anywhere else in here. And great. Now I wish the various devices had some different means of activating them than just plain pressure plates. Hell, they make you push a button to get the elevators working, so why is it that everything else activates if you happen to stand on it for a little too long? It's not really a major issue, just something I found a little annoying. Right, what's our task for the moment, then? Okay, they've outright marked the location of a boss in here. Maybe more than you expected, but I've got the thought in the back of my mind that if the X figures out how to fly ships, then the SAX might decide to blow up the station to make sure we die. That would certainly be, it copying Samus by quite a bit. Well, it certainly has to in order to understand concepts like blowing up doors, taking advantage of us making travel easier for it and its kind, and moving slowly in unfamiliar territory. Part of me wouldn't mind it if Samus had a walking animation and we could move slowly, cautiously go from room to room. But I suppose that's never been the style of this series. Sure, we're not Sonic the Hedgehog levels of fast, but we're still not exactly Resident Evil style caution here either. Despite this game having more horror elements than the other Metroid titles so far, it's still a pretty action-packed title. Well, maybe the SAX is copying Samus in that it's a hunter, taking down anything it comes across. Though that still doesn't explain the monsters we found in its wake in the previous area. It'd be easier to tell if the X have a hive mind, or if every parasite is for itself out here for some reason. Well, if it's a waterborne monster, then I don't see how it would do all that much damage in areas that aren't explicitly the aquatic research section of the ship. Great, so not only do we have to worry about decreased mobility in the water, it's also a shocking hazard. I don't suppose there are any suit upgrades that will make us entirely immune to electrocution, just like we can become immune to lava later on. Ah, well, regardless, this feels like enough for one day.